everybody, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. So you guys, I saved all of my nail products from the year of 2024, and I wanted to share them with you all and show you guys everything that I used during 2024. All of these products have already been shown in my other empties videos from the previous year, but I did hang on to several product empties, and this was one of the categories of product empties that I hung on to. So I already made a video on all of the lip products that I used up during 2024. And I also wanted to make this video of all the nail products that I used up as well. So before I get into this video, I did want to show you guys this real quick. This is a LA Colors Glam Lip Mask. Now, I did already film my video on all of the lip products that I used up. It's already been uploaded to YouTube, but I did find this today as I was going through my lip balms, and it should have been in the video because I used this up last year. However, the video was already uploaded and I couldn't edit it or add this to the video. So I decided I would just show it to you guys in this video so it wasn't completely left out. But this is just an LA Colors Glam Lip Mask. These are really, really good, and I have several backups of this, but I did use this up. So that would have brought my total of lip products that I used up to 15. So wanted to include a short little segment of this so that it wasn't, like I said, completely left out or anything like that. So now we'll move on to all of the nail products that I used up. Again, all of these, I have already talked about these in my previous empties videos. So I'm not going to go into a whole bunch of detail about each and every one. If you're curious about these, you can go watch my empties videos from 2024. There's lots of empties videos, and in fact, I need to add them to my empties playlist so you guys can binge watch my empties videos. So we'll get into everything that I used up as far as nail products in 2024. Now, I did include my hand lotions because part of nail care, natural nail care, is using a really good hand cream. Like constantly keeping a hand cream on your hands is a huge step in taking care of natural nails. And for most of 2024, I focused on growing out my natural nails. I used a lot of these hand creams, and it wasn't just for the purpose of taking care of the appearance of my hands, but it was also to help grow out my natural nails. So that's why I wanted to include all of the hand creams and hand lotions that I used throughout 2024. Also, if you'll notice, on some of these hand lotions, it will say hand and nail lotion, and it does say that somewhere on this bottle. Right here where it was rubbed off, it says 10 times stronger nails in weeks or 3 weeks or something like that. So hand creams are a huge part of nail care, natural nail care. And I did want to include that. I did want to include that in the video so you guys would understand why I included so many of my hand creams. And another thing I wanted to say before I go through this video is I did not include any packages of empty boxes of press-on nails or nail wraps or anything like that. So this video won't include those. I did have those in previous empties videos. I just chose not to make them a part of this video. So this is mostly, for the most part, stuff that was used for natural nails. So the first thing that I used up was this Royal Rose hand and body lotion. This one has really good ingredients, and I used this very consistently and used it up. I think this was probably the first hand lotion that I used at the beginning of the year. I believe my mom got this for me for Christmas, but yeah, this ended up being a really good one. And I looked up the price of this, and these are actually pretty expensive. So I would more than likely repurchase this if I found it somewhere like TJ Maxx or Ross, where it was, where I would probably be able to get it for a good deal. Okay, and the next one I used up was this Juniper Rain hand cream. This is just a hand cream that I got from Dollar Tree. This one also came with like a lip gloss, and I like the lip gloss too, but I haven't used it up yet. But these little hand creams were actually better than I thought they would be. I mean, they were not the best. They were kind of, you know, watery and stuff, but for them to be Dollar Tree hand creams, they didn't make my hands like sore or inflamed or anything with them being cheaper hand creams that are fragranced. They worked okay, and I enjoyed using them just because they smelled so good. So really liked those. This I think is by that Crystal Waters brand. Yes, Crystal Waters. Dollar Tree comes out with a lot of Crystal Waters hand creams, and typically I don't buy them because they are so thin, but if they came out with more of these that were like a hand cream and a lip gloss duo, I would absolutely buy more of them because I did enjoy using that one up. Okay, so the next one was this Dove Body Love hand cream. This one was great. I think I got this one at Big Lots. If I found another one of these, I would probably purchase it. Right now, I'm not purchasing hand creams because I have literally a small bucket of them that I would like to use up before I purchase any more of them. I'm also wanting to focus on finding more higher end hand creams to try this year, as opposed to constantly just picking up little cheap ones when I'm shopping. So that is something that I'm wanting to do different in this new year, and see how that goes. Okay, and the next is these Baby Dove lotions. These were fragrance free. These are not technically hand lotions, but that's what I use them as. There's this lady that used to live over here in these apartments where I live, and she was always coming to my door, and one day she brought me these. So I just used them up as little hand creams, and there was 2 of those that I went through. So the next thing I used up was this Spa Scriptions Wellness 101 Hydrating Gel Cream. This had strawberry seed oil, lotus flower, and vitamin B5. I got this on clearance at Dollar General. I had seen this on the shelf, and I was thinking that this would make a good little hand cream to use, and I found it on clearance and ended up purchasing it and using it up. So the next thing was this Nivea Soft, Refreshingly Soft Moisturizing Cream for face, body, and hands. So if you just took a look at this ingredients list on here, you would probably think that this is not a super like stellar product, even though Nivea does, for the most part, have a good reputation for their products. But I did try this out on my hands, and I was very pleasantly surprised, and I thought the name was very fitting because this absolutely did make my skin very soft. And this is different than the other product that is similar to this one that's in the blue tin, and they also make larger sizes of this. This is one that I would probably repurchase at some point because it is pretty good. Okay, so this is a Cherry Blossom Scented Hand Cream. This is by the Crystal Waters brand. I got this at Dollar Tree. This was another one of their hand creams that also came with a lip gloss. And again, I liked the scent of this one, and I did enjoy using it up. Okay, and so the next one, so this one does not have a label on it, but this one was by the Bodycology brand. This smelled really good. And again, I don't think this one was technically a hand cream, but that's what I used it for. Okay, and then the next one that I used up was this EOS Shea Butter Hand Cream in the scent Pink Citrus. These have pretty decent ingredients in them. So yes, I used this one up, and it worked pretty good as far as I can remember. Okay, so the next one is by the Naked Bee. This is moisturizing hand and body lotion in the coconut and honey scent. This one has really, really good ingredients, and this is a good hand cream. This is like a thicker, nicer hand cream, so really good. And if I found these for a good deal, I would probably repurchase them. So the next one is a Vaseline Intensive Care hand lotion. This is the Hydra Healthy hand lotion with hydrolyzed keratin. Some of this has rubbed off, but that's what it did say. So this one has hydrating lipids in it, and before this came off of the label, it said non-greasy lotion, 10 times stronger nails in weeks, or maybe 2 weeks. Yeah, it would be 2, because this one down here says 2, and that's just the same thing, but in like French or something. So yeah, I've always really loved this hand cream. I had one of these a long time ago that I went through, and then I believe that I had purchased it again. I don't think this is the same one that I had years and years ago. I believe this was a new one. It's possible that it was the one that I used to have, but I don't remember. But I recently finished another bottle of this, but it wasn't until after the new year started. So it's in my empties basket right now, but because I didn't use it up until this year, I didn't include it in the video. Okay, and so next is this Nivea hand cream, smooth hands and cuticle care, macadamia oil and lotus flower. I liked this hand cream, but my hands did get kind of sore when I was using it. And the only thing that I could figure out that caused that was maybe because it had fragrance, and maybe it was the type of fragrance. As you can see, I use a lot of other fragranced items and it doesn't ever bother me usually. So I have used other hand creams that made my hands sore that had fragrance in them, but I don't know if it's the fragrance or if there's something else in there that's doing it. So this one was okay, but I probably would not repurchase it because of that reason. Okay, so the next thing that I used up was this Believe Beauty, and this was a jelly glaze cuticle and nail conditioner. This was nothing special. I just used it to keep my cuticles hydrated. It worked, but definitely not a repurchase. Okay, so the next thing I used up was this Vamiga's Cielito hair oil. I used this as a cuticle oil, and I found this to be very interesting because it had many different oils in it that I had not heard of before. There were more oils in here as well, but I threw away the box, so I don't have the complete ingredients list. But I just wanted to use this on my nails because it was oils that I had not heard of or seen before, which is rare for me. I believe this is a Brazilian product, like a product of Brazil or something, because it does say Botanicals of Latin America, but I think somewhere on the box it said something about this being like a Brazilian product or something. So maybe that's why. But yeah, this actually smelled kind of rancid whenever I started using it up, but I did just go ahead and use it up as a cuticle oil. So this is just a bottle that had jojoba oil in it. This bottle was not completely full when I received it. My mom gave me this, and so I just used it up as a cuticle oil. Okay, so the next thing that I used up was the Sally Hansen Advanced Hard as Nail Strengthener. This bottle I had had for a long time, and I think it was to about like maybe right here when I started using it. And when I first started trying to grow out my natural nails, I used this, and I used this in excess because I went through the whole bottle fairly quickly. And I found that it did work really good as far as preventing my nails from splitting off at the base, which is something that I used to have a problem with until I figured out what to do for it. So it really helped with that. However, I think because I was overusing this, at some point it was starting to make my nails kind of dry and get sort of chippy. So I felt like this worked more like a hardener. And I feel like I would definitely use this product again. I did repurchase it, so I would use it again. I would just use it differently so that it would be more effective for me. Okay, so the next thing that I used up was a cuticle oil. This is one that I had purchased from someone. Someone had made this and they were selling cuticle oils, and so I had purchased this one from that person. These were scented, and yes, so I used that one up. And I had also purchased this one from the same person. This is a different bottle, and again, this one was scented. It smelled really good. Even after I had had this for a while and decided to finally use it up, the scent had faded, but it still kind of smelled good. So I enjoyed using this one up. I'm thinking about cleaning this bottle out and using it to put cuticle oil in to take with me on the go. Okay, so the next thing that I used up was another cuticle oil. This is by the Nail Magic brand. It says vanilla almond cuticle oil. It did sort of have like a almond scent to it. I'm going to see if I can open it up and see if it still has any type of scent so I can describe that a little bit better. Okay, it smells like a cherry almond scent. Like I don't really... Like, I guess I can sort of kind of tell that they put vanilla in there, but the vanilla definitely doesn't stand out. But yeah, it just kind of smells like a cherry almond scent. But I had had this one for a long time, and I just went ahead and used it up. Okay, so the next thing I used up was this LA Colors Cuticle Oil Pen. This was the rose scent, and I really love cuticle oil pens like this. I have bought more of these, not this brand, but I will probably buy some more of these as well. But yeah, I really like cuticle oil pens. Again, I've talked more about these products in my previous empties videos, so if you want to hear more about them, definitely go watch those videos because I talk more about these products in those. Okay, so the next thing was this Fungi Gone Nail Fungus Solution, fights nail infections fast. This was a Nail Aid product, and I was curious about it because it was by Nail Aid, so I had picked it up while I was in the store and looked at it. This was just a blend of oils and essential oils, and I ended up purchasing this to use as a just regular cuticle oil because I felt like it would be beneficial for like nail growth and things like that. I don't have any type of like nail fungus or anything. So I just wanted to use this as like a cuticle oil. Okay, so the next thing I used up was these 2 bottles of super glue. This is my nail glue of choice. Okay, so the next thing I used up was this Aroma Guru All Natural Hair Serum. I got this at Dollar Tree, and I was looking at the ingredients on it at some point, and I noticed that it had some oils that would be really good for my nails. So the ingredients are just coconut oil, castor oil, cedarwood, tea tree, rosemary, essential oils, vitamin E, and keratin. So I thought that that would make a really good cuticle oil, and I started using this, and I actually added garlic to it as well, and it worked pretty well. Okay, so the next thing I used up was this Hard as Hoof Nail Strengthening Cream. I have used this more than once. Like, I've gone through a container in the past, and I decided to buy another one last year and give it another chance because the first time I used it, I didn't really see any type of amazing results. Like, it more or less just really moisturized my cuticles and my nails. But this has really good ingredients in it, so I wanted to give it another chance. And again, pretty much the same results. This really is just a good moisturizer from what I have noticed when I've used it. There are people that say they see really good results with it. But for me, it seemed to just moisturize really well. At this time, it's not one that I would repurchase because I would like to find something that's more effective as far as being a nail strengthening cream. Okay, and then the next thing that I used up was this Rescue Cuticle Oil by the Believe Beauty brand. I believe this stuff had a lemon scent to it, and I remember enjoying this cuticle oil. This is one that I would possibly repurchase. Okay, and then lastly was this Nail Medic Bamboo Cream Hydrating Cuticle Cream. I had this for years and years, and I found it and decided to just go ahead and use it up, and I just used it as a cuticle cream. Once it got to the very, very end, I filled this with water and shook it up, and it looked kind of like a toner, so I just poured it on the back of my hands and used it as a toner for my hands once it got pretty much completely empty. But, you know, I wanted to get the rest out of there as much as I could. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 products. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like. And I will have another video like this on the way. The next one is going to be all the fragrances that I used up in 2024. So make sure you're subscribed. That way you don't miss it. I hope you have a great day, and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.